So as Delhi's air quality continues to remain under poor to very poor category, and
Right.
what do you think are the main reasons behind it? Because Safar has also said that till 5th December, the air quality in Delhi is not gonna improve a lot.
Yeah.
So,
So,
so yeah,
there are a number of sources, as we all know. So, one definitely is the vehicular pollution. Now, earlier the share of vehicular pollution was lesser. When you compare it with the industrial pollution or the rubble burning that used to happen for only for a couple of days during the season.
hmm.
But now the vehicular pollution has gone beyond 40%.
All right.
And the recent analysis also showed that the taxi services have also become major contributors because their overall ride per day is far more than any other personal vehicles. So
Right.
the vehicular pollution remains now the biggest contributor.
Right.
Of course, the industries around it or brick lanes also have a major contribution to the air pollution,
Right, sir.
apart from the other industries and rubble burning. So at this moment, the biggest worry for us is vehicular pollution,
Right.
and and somehow the weather also doesn't remain on our side because if wind is not blowing, then the particulate matter remains in the atmosphere for a much longer period.
So on this National Pollution Control Day, what do you think that the government has taken appropriate measures to control this menace, to tackle this menace?
I think auto lobby is much stronger, and somehow government has not invested into the public transport system.
Right.
Metro is there, but it's not. It has not helped because the population in the city and the capital region has also increased. While we are offering metro services, so the public transport system um, remains the only option to cut down on private vehicular use, but at
Right.
the same time, the challenge remains of the last mile connectivity. And since that last mile connectivity is not there, people prefer to choose their own vehicles. So we really need to do something about vehicles, and government has not done enough yet.
Right, sir. Right, sir. So, as women and kids and elderly are the worst affected from this deteriorating air quality in the national capital and its adjoining areas, what measures should be taken by an individual to not get affected from this?
So one, of course, we are saying that people should not be out early in the mornings and late evenings, and that's the time the particulate matter remains far more dense. So
Right,
people
sir.
should avoid morning walks during this time, and so stay at home.
Right, sir.
So that's definitely one. And I think we should all use plants at our home so that generate oxygen and also cut down indoor pollution because these particulate matters are also entering into our homes and
Right, sir.
affecting children and elderly. So yeah, and then there are other ways of doing it. As we say, the jaggery and turmeric and some of these things also help us fight pollution much better. So we need to adopt those measures as well. But yeah, that's what an individual can do to protect himself or herself.
Right, sir. Just few days back, Mr. Kejriwal also said that if the pollution isn't in control, then he'll be forced to take some extreme actions, even to stop the vehicles in the coming year if it goes to. Do you think that only stopping vehicles from in Delhi roads is the only solution, or plans like odd even is the only solution, or there has to be some other concrete steps needs to be taken?
So there are a number of things, as I said earlier. Public transport system has to be improved dramatically, and let's also understand people who are using cars are the ones who can afford, if even if the public. So what they need is convenience. If you
Right.
have good quality public transport system, then we can also get up middle and upper middle class to use public transport much more. And again, last mile connectivity remains extremely important. So people really don't, I think they're stuck in a vicious cycle. People are using cars and air conditioning to avoid pollution, and somehow that process itself is causing a lot more pollution. So what we need to do is to invest in public transport system, so which is convenient, and even if it's a bit expensive, I think middle class can afford. So unless we break that vicious cycle to offer good quality public transport system, I think we can gradually wean middle class away and upper middle class away from using their private cars. And cars now are the major source of pollution. It has overtaken industrial pollution now. So as I said, and the use of taxis have increased several folds. So that is definitely a problem. So we need to look at the entire issue much more holistically.
Right, sir.
Yeah.